Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Crash Bandicoot Warped playthrough. I know I said I wouldn't do that anymore, but felt like it. Anyway, we are currently working through World 4. We have 3 of the levels done. We're going to be working on the next 2 levels we have. Next up we have Tell No Tales, which, yes, it is another jet ski level. There honestly are a lot of jet ski levels in this game, and I think there's even another one we have left too. So yeah, there's a lot of jet skis here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this next level done. Not a lot to really say about this. We're just gonna kind of breeze through and see what we can do. But yeah, the basic objective here, just kind of go through, make sure you hit all the boxes. I feel like at one point in this level there is kind of a branching path, which admittedly I think can throw people through a loop. A literal loop of going around in circles looking for boxes when they're probably not even that hard to find. But yeah, that's just kind of the breaks. Just make sure you're aware of your surroundings, kind of like circle around some areas a few times if you're not 100% sure. And that's basically it. See, like I'm going around here just to make sure there weren't any boxes. It seems like we're good. Let's go ahead and keep going. Yeah, watch out for these things. I imagine that's like if you think about like just, and it's again, you know, reality in video games, but like just imagining like some guy swinging an anchor around at a jet skier. Can you imagine how much that would frickin' hurt? I don't even know if I want to think about that. It does sound pretty brutal though, we'll admit. Let's see, go around. I don't know how I missed the other 2 boxes. It happened. It happened. And I missed that box too. So I guess, you know, I think at this point we've seen all of the, I guess all of the gimmick levels in this game. We haven't seen all the trope levels yet because there's actually one, we'll actually play it after this one, which is kind of interesting. But as far as like all the gimmick levels, basically all the levels that aren't like traditional Crash Bandicoot levels where you're just like walking around, walking forward, walking backwards, or, you know, from side to side. But, you know, of the gimmick levels in this game, and I guess to just kind of highlight which of those are the jet skis, the racing levels, the flying levels, I guess to some extent the swimming levels too, and I guess also the tiger levels too also count. What are your favorites? And I'm asking anyone who's watching this video in the comments section, definitely, in your opinion, what are your favorite of those levels that I mentioned? In my personal opinion, and I think I mentioned this already, but for me it's jet ski. I think the jet ski levels are always like really fun for me. They're the most fun levels to speedrun in my opinion. They're just really cool. Like, and I also like the music for these levels too, so that also kind of helps. But yeah, for me it's the jet skis. What do you guys think? What are your favorite levels? Are you a fan of the racing? Are you a fan of the flying? Maybe you like the tiger levels. Maybe you even like the swimming levels. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out what you guys like. I want to get that one up because I could use them. Man, my lives are looking pretty good right now, but still. Never hurts to get some extra 1-ups here and there. Oh man, I almost got like double hit by the same cannon. That would be embarrassing for me. I swear I'm good at video games. Okay, I got a little paranoid about what that guy behind me was doing. It seemed like he was like... How did I not hit the crystal? Like... I went right through the crystal there. Did anyone see that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I definitely went through the crystal there. That was weird. That would have... I mean, thankfully I noticed and didn't, you know, finish the level without picking up a required collectible. I mean, I guess the gems aren't required, but the crystals definitely are. But in this playthrough, they are required for me. Okay, so we're good. We got all the goodies, and we finished. The Time Twister. There we go, another level down. And I can't wait to talk about this next level. Also, this is a Coco video, isn't it? Yeah. Thankfully, I mean, the first level used Coco, so it's still counted, but yeah. Next up we have Future Frenzy. Guess what? We can't get anything except the crystal now. Because in order to get the box gem, you actually need to come from another level warp. Basically the same thing as Hang 'em High or whatever that other level was called. And in order to get to that warp, we actually need 20 relics. So we're not going to be coming back here to get the box gem for a really long time. Like, pretty much endgame at that point. Like, we'll be literally... Like, we'll probably be done with the game. Like, final boss would have been defeated before the time we come back here. That's kind of how long we have to go to get that. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But that means we can just kind of go through this level and not worry about collecting anything, which I guess is kind of nice. And you can kind of get a feel for what the main path box gem will be like. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way for boxes, obviously, but... You know, I'll definitely get some if they're in my path. But yeah, this is the last level trope of the game. This is the futuristic levels, and I gotta say, these are actually pretty neat. I do like these levels. I actually like them a lot more than the Crash 2 variant. Although, one thing I will say, and I'm not sure why the Switch version is like this, but the backgrounds that are currently, like, over here that I'm facing, in the PlayStation version, pretty much any of the other versions, they're actually, like, reflective, like a mirror. Which normally wouldn't be that bad. But in another level we play in much later, and this is, like, pretty much the last level we'll actually play in this playthrough. There's a very annoying gimmick that, because they got rid of the reflective wall, it makes it a lot harder in the Switch version. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't know why they did that. It's really odd. If anyone has any, like, reasons, like... I mean, I doubt it's a case of, like, oh, the Switch can't handle reflections. I don't think that's the reason. That'd be really weird if that is the reason. Well, I guess it could be. Damn it. Oh, that's okay. We have, yeah, we don't have to worry about dying or any of that crap. And not like we can get the box gem anyway, which is another reason why I'm skipping the bonus for right now. So there we go, got the crystal. Not gonna bother with that. I think we're getting kind of close to the end here. Yep, that's a lot of boxes, and I don't think the bonus room would have compensated for that. But that's okay. There we go. Future Frenzy is done, and I believe now we have the boss. And it's our good friend Engine from Crash 2. He's back. What's he gonna do this time?
So, you want to go a few rounds? When this is over, we'll see who is obsolete.
So honestly, the engine fight from this game is not too different from the Crash 2 variant. And it's not too different in the sense that, you know, you're kind of aiming at him and trying to fire stuff at him. But this is miles better because in Crash 2, you had to, like, throw Wumpa Fruit at him, and it was a really awkward and weird fight. But, thankfully, it's a lot better here. But yeah, you want to aim for all the open spots. Channel your inner Star Fox. Aim for the open spots. It does feel like sometimes like you're not hitting them, but you definitely are. It's just not entirely obvious. And honestly, I don't think like the things actually do like a whole lot of damage to you either. Like his actual weapons. But if you think that's it, you're wrong. Ah, Purah's back. Or Purus, as we call him. Honestly, Purus is kind of a weird name. Purah's better, I think. But yeah, kind of the same idea here. Oh god, those things really hurt. And we got him. And for a bizarre last ability, we get the Fruit Bazooka. I am not a fan of the Fruit Bazooka, and I'll show you why after we get through this next part.
It's funny how history repeats itself. Yet again, Engine has failed to defeat you.
What? For this we must destroy you!
Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
No, I think I'm probably gonna fail your plan, or foil your plan. But yeah, I guess I'll save really quick. May as well. Here, I'm showing you guys the save menu. I might have to actually show off the Fruit Bazooka, like, in a level, I think. Yeah, I can't do it here. Oh, that's fine. I'll show it off in a level, and, well, I can't really do it in either of these levels. I'll show it off at some point, do not worry. It'll be shown off. But yeah, next up we're going to be going back to these levels to get the relics. These will be very quick relics to get, because, again, this one's really fast, and this one, it's a jet ski, and I love these. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this, guys. First up, bye-bye blimps. Okay, so for this stage, obviously the first thing you want to do is you want to hit the clock, which I know that might seem obvious, almost too obvious, but I've actually forgotten a few times, so make sure you do that first. As far as basic strategy for this, it's kind of hard to say, but ultimately what you ultimately want to aim for is the time in between hitting blimps. Obviously you want as short as possible. So I guess main strategy is just figure out the best way to do that. So you go from like one blimp to the next blimp pretty seamlessly. This I think should be alright. Come on. That should be a gold. And it is. Okay. So yeah, that's bye-bye blimps. I'm actually curious what the plat time is for that. Because I imagine it has to be pretty optimized for whatever it is. And I'm also wondering if, like, barrel rolling, like, kind of, like, ruins your accuracy or not. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's actually see for fun. Display target time. 31:50, so I have to take 5 more seconds off. That's pretty intense. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Tell No Tales. Let's go ahead and get this started for this relic. Okay, you guys know how I feel about jet ski levels, so let's give this one a shot, assuming I don't miss the clock like that. That might actually mess up the global cycles of all the obstacles in here, but we'll see. Could also give me better RNG. We'll just have to wait and see how it pays out here. But yeah, like a lot of the main issues of this one, at least in my opinion, are just making sure that the the obstacles like the cannonballs, amongst other things, don't get in your way too much. Obviously, I missed that box right there, so hopefully that doesn't ruin me. Guess we'll have to wait and see at this point. And obviously you do get a mask, so don't fret if you get hit by something, because, again, as long as you keep moving, you should be in pretty good shape. I love how my iframes took out that boat right there. That was kind of neat. Okay, get the bomb out of the way. Watch out for shark number 2, since shark number 1 is what took my first mask. Okay, grab that. That's great. Alright, we are actually getting kind of close to the end here, so far it hasn't been too bad. Obviously you want to avoid that split path, since there's, I feel like that'd just be kind of taking you far out of the way, which is obviously what you don't want. Watch out for Mr. Anchorman. Watch out for Boatman. Watch out for Bomb Object. That bomb's not a man. I love the way I cut that corner. Okay, I missed some of those. I believe this is the ending, so... Big money, gold. I'll take it. And yeah, I missed a couple of time boxes, so I probably could have gotten, like, pretty close to 115, maybe. So that could have been a really good run. But it is what it is. When you can get gold on a okay run, then, you know, if it was just a little more optimized, it could have been a platinum. Let's actually see if it was going to be a platinum. It would have been pretty close. It would have been really close, that's for sure. Okay, so that's all we can do for World 4 right now. But... and I think I am going to go ahead and take care of this now, but let's actually go back downstairs, because I don't think that took me very much time. So I think I do have some time for one last thing. But we have over 10 relics now, which means the yellow gem can finally be acquired. And that's what we're going to be doing next. So there's not really a lot to say about this. The yellow gem is actually like... You basically enter this level from another path entirely. And the path is really, really short. So like... We're probably about like halfway through the actual level at this point. So because of this, this will not take very long. Aw, damn it. I'm actually kind of surprised they got that. But yeah, you can actually slide into these guys. And you can spin into them too, but yeah, as long as they're not attacking, you can hit them. I think I went over this before. So sorry if it's repeating myself. There we go. Perfect. I can skip that. That's just kind of the cool part about this game, and like the tornado spin amongst all the other moves you can use, like even the double jump, like it just like really extends like your platforming capabilities in this game, which is really neat. And then if you go back and play like Crash 1, like after playing a game like this, it's so weird because like a lot of the moves that were introduced in Crash 3, even those introduced in Crash 2, because Crash 2 introduced the slide and also the high jump, so and I think the belly flop as well. But yeah, like those things just not being in like those earlier Crash 1 and just earlier games in general, it makes it does kind of hard to go back to sometimes. I believe, yep, there's the yellow gem, and then we ride this platform over, and we're already at the end of this level, so literally, yeah, it's just for that one gem. But yeah, there we go. Until we can go back and get the relic, that's actually it for Hang 'em High, or is it Hang 'em High or High Time? I don't remember. Hang 'em High, okay. So yeah, we're done with this level for now, and as you can see, they went ahead and warped us to the second warp room too. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Next time, we're actually going to be taking a trip back to Dynamite. And now that we have the yellow gem, we can officially, and again, aside from the relic, obviously, we can finish this level, so that's going to be our main focus. And there also might be another level we'll check out as well that also requires that yellow gem. But thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys next time for that. Later, folks.